It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Look to throw here.
And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he fields it cleanly. Pushing his way through. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Paul want to give up the middle.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Ready, set. Go.
A handoff for Hall.
Out of bounds here. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and you get the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 3. Completes this one to Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Harris running straight ahead. And he's into the clear. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
The most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall,
25 yards.
and the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Hold the ready.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will take over.
This is what you get paid for. Let's go now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Here now a 3rd and 20. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And the way in. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 74 yards. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. And here's Freiermuth again. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. Give him 2 on the play there. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. On the ground, it's Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. That one good for 24 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready.
They hand off to their big tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
You got to be... When you play defense against this head coach, that is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
Ready.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a give to Hall. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
What just happened? Seriously? Is that even a play?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This one deep for Wilson.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Jets 42, Steelers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
43 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, this is Harris. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Here's 2nd and 8. A short one there to Freiermuth. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a first down carry for Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Gets this out wide to Pickens. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now they'll change things up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the give, this is Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers are able to claw one back. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
Run it back.
And the Jets have got it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And quickly, they get to the line.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
169 yards rushing for him now, as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Quinnen Williams coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
A give running right is Hall.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run with Hall.
And he'll take this into the end zone. And hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
They'll go again with Hall.
And he's got room. Now he's into the clear again. The way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
42 yards.
And the Jets add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
19 Lions.
They're going to look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win.
Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
60 evil.
It brings up fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Come on. Hey.
Give to Hall running right.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Hall again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
3rd down and 10.
Check. Ready.
Here's Hall again.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Now they'll shift things around. Again, it's Harris on second down.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Gravity Lions. 19 tight. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Here we go. Strike.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. Into it, like that, like.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the bay trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. In the mine. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they signed up. Tryna hit my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Woman is like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on, stand my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to she nasty. Then I'm glad she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me, no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake. It's not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got to go. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got to go. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick in it. Tired for it and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate. Gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing